Okay, I think we're back. Okay, yeah, we're back. What just happened just now? Oh, that's super weird. I didn't like that at all. I think I have to reset everything. Okay, so let me make sure that I can hear myself. Oh my god. Okay. I need to make sure that... Okay, so chat isn't up to sync. So let me resync chat. Sync chat real quick. Damn it. Almost done. Almost done. Almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. That was dumb. Okay, not sure why that happened, but I'm glad I'm back. Okay, good. There. Perfect. Alright. Fixed it. Fixed everything. Everything's running. Alright.
Oh boy, it was just the worst! Everyone was enjoying themselves so much! You were all having the time of your lives!
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year.
Okay.
Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy.
What was the tragedy?
All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
What are you?
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro.
Really? That's a good
Was
point.
it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
Right.
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing. Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon. Everyone is capable of it. And now the entire world has fallen into despair.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
Yeah, like why?
We didn't
Why are you
ask
making everybody
you to try
miserable?
to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left. And then, something super neat happened! Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once! So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter! That's right! It was transformed into a shelter! I said it twice!
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison. Do any of you know who that might have been?
The headmaster. Headmaster.
I got it!
Right.
It could only have been the headmaster of Hope Peak Academy. He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us. To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside. That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake. It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair. I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits. Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
You let us live, so we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Why? Why would you do that?
Because this was so much more than a simple high school death match. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. Few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I should show them, which is why I...
Well, why don't you tell me?
Broadcast? He broadcasted to the world. Hijacked. Hijacked. Hijack.
Now I understand. You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Right.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about. The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
Isn't the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Are you serious?
But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
You
expelled
expelled
them?
I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
Give and take? You're so full of shit!
And there's a
Literally.
reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies. I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless? You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
Sorry. There we go. Wait, so the set have been inactive all this time? Okay, we're good. Did you seriously count on the possibility we could have solved your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair, too. Like right fucking now!
Choose full of despair. That's...
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? Then we've been murdering each other? For nothing?
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
That's not
We
entirely
weren't
true.
just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
No, but they did what she motivated us after we forgot all our memories.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
We get it. We get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right? We get it already. So help us. I'll do anything. Just help me.
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
Who's we battle with?
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it. No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Literally.
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself, so I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying? If so, what then?
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself? Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all goners for sure. Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you, for the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them.
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
Right, you just enabled us and gave us the motivations.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
Yeah, but why did you have to do that? Why couldn't you
That's
just
why
leave it alone?
anyone was murdered here, peasant.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
No, it's
Hell
bullshit.
yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game to us.
Yeah, you fucked around.
Murder! Plain and simple!
Yeah.
You stole our memories, invented reasons for us to do it.
Right.
You pushed us all into a corner.
Right.
It's all your fault.
You gave us motivations. You gave motivations, the same motivations that other people would do to kill each other, and you gave them to us, and you wiped our memories. You motivated us to kill each other.
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh? But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did ya? Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish Hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me and punish everyone on the side of Hope.
Even if it's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry. I won't be voting, of course.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this.
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
You mean we just...
We'd have to just live here?
She's saying she'll let us live.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me and make your way to the outside world.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
Wait a sec! I just got hit with an inspiration bomb! Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all! So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment!
What? You can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down! Makoto, you're up!
Me?
Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you!
So let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished? Don't you have faith in your friends?
No, that's not it.
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
Guys?
It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Yoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Kyoko!
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair! We're not gonna lose to you!
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with. It's time for the final vote. everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope. And your stupid life!
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy. By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab. If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end. Meh. All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only... So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that...
What?
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
To die? That would be the end of Hope's...
Don't lose hope now.
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place. But to live means moving forward, right? So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we? I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me. So that's why, no matter what, I need to get out of here. The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers.
Don't lose hope now.
I've been thinking about all this, and I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do? You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm. That sounds like something she'd say, right? No. I think that's definitely what she'd say. Which is why yeah! I've made up my mind!
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of her.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way,
the air outside is totally polluted. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the Say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
if I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Meh.
Don't lose hope now.
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting. Actually, I may not look like it. I always hated school. Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it.
But no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of hope.
I decided
To have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is tough. The only reason we're up is thanks to the air purifier. Say whatever you want. If I die, the purifiers will switch. In other words, as soon as the communal life you've all been living will come to... I can keep on living! As long as I have my master's love!
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair await.
Don't lose hope now!
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you? Ridiculous. It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair.
He would
But
say
don't
that.
misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you. I
He
just
would
have
say
to
that.
keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the mastermind. Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive. So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die,
That would be the end of hope.
I decided to have faith in my...
By the way, the air outside is the only reason we're up is thanks to the air purifier. Say whatever you want. If I die, the purifier... In other words, as the communal life you've all been living... I can keep on living! As long as I have my...
all of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death...
I already said I would claim the mastermind's life, by whatever means necessary.
So, what are you gonna do? Will he just die?
Is that...
Don't lose hope now!
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything. Does that mean we can't understand? Could it be that... No, never mind. So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck. I think you came here for a different reason entirely. You came here to bring down the ultimate despair. You came here to confront despair without ever giving up. And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate hope. What do you think?
What the hell are you? So uncool. Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other. It's all so uncool, so unhip. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Lame, 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 lame!
Oh, she's an anti one. Not any type of really anything. Hope isn't talent developed, but still, I still.
You suck! So uncool! You dare to stand against us! Hope is a joke! Who are you?
Your idiocy ends here.
You're gross! Suffer from despair!
I just love despair!
You suck! So uncool!
You're unbearable!
You're kind of unbearable, mister. You are
Hope is
kind
a
of
joke.
unbearable.
Who are you?
Would you like to die?
You're gross! Suffer from despair! Everything is pointless! Suffer from despair!
I just love despair!
Everything is pointless!
No!
Despair into tomorrow.
Hope keeps on going! I refuse to give up! I refuse to get bored. I refuse to throw it all away. I refuse to despair. Because all I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward.
What's going on? What's happening?
That was pretty tough.
It looks like we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote.
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Good. I'm ready to go.
Let's put an end to these trials. Put an end to the killing. With our own hands.
The hell?
Indeed.
I lost?
Lost me, no way.
Well, that's just...
This can't be. Still don't accept it? Being able to despair herself as vulnerable to the onslaught of despair would seem.
What the heck?
Just trying to fight it now.
Well, that's just... totally the best!
What? Huh?
So this is despair.
School 2 years ago created an incredibly detailed plan. I killed my own sister for it.
And now I...
At the very end.
True despair.
It was ultimately ultimate despair. What are you talking about?
And now I...
Helplessly desperate. I was bored for the world the moment I was born. That's why I've been looking forward to this desperately, this once in a lifetime experience. The first and last class of despair here at the moment of death. The chance to taste the highest grade of despair, the ultimate, the utter failure of my dreams.
True despair.
Hopelessly, hopeless, happy right now. What the fuck? Is she enjoying this?
Anyway.
They compared to him with the feed. You think I care whether I won or lost? Either way, it doesn't do anything.
Totally the
I
best!
said something despair, and said something despair, no matter where you get despair awaits you. That's not true.
Not possible.
You're wrong. Huh?
Don't make me
Let
repeat
me
myself.
tell you something right now. We no longer fear despair.
Okay.
That's outside of work with hope. Yeah, Makoto subject seduced us over to his side. Everyone.
Hey,
Said despair. Take this as any disease.
however,
Same sure as hope. You want to look. I'd have to see how true that is. I've been streaming for way too long, by the way. Kyoko.
No.
Stop it. I hate those faces you're making. See those awful looks cause nothing but pain.
There's one last
Fine.
thing.
Let me just say one last thing. You guys want to get all hung up on the word hope, that's no skin off my nose. But just be warned. Just point on one despair after another will stand in your way. No matter where you are, no matter where you hide. You can find some hope, but there's a very fine line dividing that hope and bitter despair. And that you still plan to cling to your hope. Of course, because
Fine.
shut up, that was a rhetorical question. You went through my monologue. Almost done, so whatever. Because it's almost punishment time, right? You really intend to go through with this? That was the agreement, right? Hold on. Someone kind of wants you to die. You don't have to.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
What?
How many times do I have to tell you?
The act of living brings me no hope at all. It's the despair of death so that you get once in a lifetime, so.
Don't get in my way!
Okay.
So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful. Even 1/10 of this despair, even 100th. I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth. Okay, let's do this. I've reserved an extra special punishment for last. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
What? That's enough internet for today. That's how everything came to an end. The final class trial, Jinko and Oshima, the ultimate despair. Life's hope at peak. Life at Hope's Peak Academy. It was all over. Yeah. Yeah, that's the end of the stream, dude. That's the end of the stream. That's the end of the stream. Nope. 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 Mm-mm. Nope. No, sir. Mm-mm. We're gonna raid somebody else that's watching this magnificent disaster. And I mean that in the best sense. Oh, dear Lord. Is someone still up streaming this? Yes, sir. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe, follow on Livespace, YouTube, and Twitch. And we're gonna raid Tiki Bunny on Twitch, who is also streaming Danganronpa. God, this is so fucking good. I feel like I've been missing out. I feel like I've really been missing out, and now I know. There's nothing that makes me happier. Like, the reason why I'm a variety streamer, or the reason why, like, I just game in general, like, different things, because there's nothing that makes me happier than finding, like, a game that's insanely good. And that is especially, like, this is why I game. So, yeah. Say hi to her when, oh, that's a shout out. My bad. That's a shout out. That's a shout out. That's a raid. There we go. So I hope you guys had a good night, had a good time. I certainly did. That was fucking amazing. Have a good night. Bye.